Well, now let's get back to the story we talked about at the top regarding clean water services in Washington County.
It's obvious that we've lost public trust. It's incumbent upon us to rebuild this by adhering to the values of openness and transparency.
That was Washington County Commissioner Pam Treese today during a county board meeting. The focus was all about restoring trust between the county's sewer agency and you, its ratepayers.
Whoever would have thought that their water and sewer bill would be the primary topic of conversation when you're chatting with each other in our backyards and in the street visiting?
Good point. Deborah Surotak lives in Washington County and was representing her neighborhood at today's meeting. Now, if you're wondering what this is all about, why a whole community is talking about their wastewater bills, here's a quick refresher. Last month, Oregonian politics editor Jamie Goldberg looked into spending by Washington County's sewer agency, Clean Water Services, after her newsroom got a tip. Through public records, she found that hundreds of thousands in taxpayer money was going towards luxury trips to Hawaii and lunches at restaurants all around town, all while people in the county faced a rate hike. Now, it is worth noting that all of the Washington County commissioners also sit on the sewer agency's board of directors, adding another layer of drama here. But that brings us to today's meeting. In the wake of the Oregonians' investigation, Washington County's Board of Commissioners unanimously passed a resolution ordering Clean Water Services to hire an independent auditor to look at their spending and review policies around travel. So why not have the county auditor poke around the agency? She can't. The Washington County Charter currently does not allow it because, according to the Oregonian, Clean Water Services is considered an independent special district, not a county agency. Here's a look inside that meeting this morning.
All those in favor of taking action on this matter, please vote by raising your hand or saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you, directors. Any opposed? The motion carries unanimously, 5-0.
This wasn't about blame, it's about being better stewards of public trust. Ratepayers deserve a system that's not just forward-thinking, but also financially sound and transparent. The people footing the bill should never be the last to know what's happening.
Is that there is definitely some opportunity to, I think, improve the financial practices and spending patterns in the organization.
Efficient and appropriate use of taxpayer dollars is absolutely critical, and we collectively, as a board, have not provided all of the necessary oversight. That is going to be changing.
The resolution that passed today includes these main points, several of them. First, the county directs Clean Water Services to hire an outside auditor to examine the agency's travel and meal expenditures over the last 3 fiscal years, review and restrict expenses by the agency's management team, revise the travel policy by May 1st, have the agency's Hawaii-based insurance company reviewed by a third-party consultant, develop written guidelines for employees on what is considered allowable travel and training. Those findings must be reported back by June 30th. And lastly, review the meal and refreshment policy by the end of June. Clean Water Services will have to train all its employees to be in compliance with these changes by August 1st. The resolution also states, absent an emergency, all local meal purchases by executive management team members are not reimbursable by Clean Water Services, and all executive management are being asked to return their purchasing cards. The Clean Water Services executives were at today's board meeting, and they didn't say a word. I even went up to the CEO asking if she wanted to comment, and she said not at this time. But I did talk with some community members about how they thought today went.
I am in favor of the county having an independent audit of Clean Water Services. I'm pleased with the first step, which I consider that a first step.
That just seemed to be lackadaisically rubber stamped. Really has no meaning in as far as restoring the trust in the ratepayers, because there are too many obvious flaws in it. It was an insult to injury. I thought there was no ownership other than their goal of rebuilding the public's trust, which would only benefit them. It was all very self-serving.
Now, Deborah was there today representing her Garden Home neighborhood. She says some of her neighbors pay Clean Water Services $500 to $900 every 2 months. Now, one piece of this resolution that she takes issue with is that the outside auditor hired to look into Clean Water Services will be both hired and managed by Clean Water Services executives.
That's like the fox guarding the hen house.
Now, there is no deadline for when the audit must be finished. The resolution just says as soon as, quote, reasonably practical. I would venture to guess Washington County residents would agree. The sooner the better, and we'll be watching. Well, now it's your turn to weigh in. If you pay a Clean Water Services bill, what is going through your mind right now? Email us at thestory@kgw.com or call and leave us a voicemail, 503-226-5090.